Welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum Part 27. In today's part, it's a what I like to call a beefer one because it's a long one and it's nothing but Riddler trophies, and it'll be the last of it. After defeating Poison Ivy, you're reopened back into the open world once again to collect the trophies. You have every upgrade you can possibly get at this point to get all the trophies. So we're here to go every single area that I couldn't get it before. This is the part I'm getting it all now. So, if you don't care for this part, skip it. Not that I don't blame you, because it's kind of quite boring. You, quiz. Think of one.
Uh, uh, um, uh, how many, um, I don't know.
You don't know.
How many games are in the Arkham series?
Currently there is 4. No, I guess 5. If you're counting VR.
Oh, that is for sure.
It's a game that happens after City,
But before.
before Arkham Knight, yes. Now, unless you want
Is
to
that
count
Origins?
those lockdown games or something on the iPad. I don't even think they're even canon.
It could be.
I don't even know if. Well, no, I'm probably wrong on that one too, because there's Arkham Origins Blackgate, which was originally on the handheld system, but got a little HD remaster on PlayStation 3 and maybe Xbox 360. Which I haven't even played, so I know it's like a 2.5D kind of game. I've haven't played, and I know it's like for $20 or something like that for PlayStation and stuff like that. The only Arkham games I'm only familiar with is this one, City, Origins, and Night. Haven't played the VR. Don't have a VR. Not interested.
Care for the VR.
Yeah, not interested in getting one of those. I have the Lockdown one, Arkham City Lockdown on iPad, but it's an game pretty much. So here's the one I missed and I couldn't find back in the early parts. I said I kept missing it, can't find it, and just said just forget it. I'll come back to it. This is the one I couldn't remember back then. But it's just me editing all past just to get to the trophies and stuff like that. All the missing ones that I couldn't remember off the top of my head and stuff like that, or I couldn't get at that point in time. And some, or play out, the patient interview tapes and stuff like that. And the Spirit of Arkham's are played out so you can hear what is being said and whatnot. So, let's see here. We're gonna be here for a while. We need to figure out something to talk about because it's just me going back and forth with everything. Everything there is to show off. I'll show off. I will show off what happens when you collect all the trophies and what happens after that. After all challenges have been solved and stuff like that. So you get to see the end result of that, and there's a secret thing with the Spirit of Arkham I show off at the end of this part too. And someone's on the phone.
Alright.
Yeah. So let's see here. It's probably better just watch what's on the screen and stuff like that. So let me see here. We got Spirit of Arkham. Pretty much it just looks like the spirit knows about Harley Quinn and the Joker kind of going on. It seems, yeah. How repulsed that he is that it's going on and stuff like that. So, I think it'd be focused. It's pretty much at this point, it should give off that the spirit of Arkham is no longer Amadeus Arkham at this point. It's somebody else more recent. If you can't tell by the voice, then wait till the end of this part. You'll figure it out if you haven't figured it out. Which I think,
voice.
huh?
I can't hear the voice.
Well, no, because it's muted before we hear it. But
Well,
but if you
neither
play,
that,
but
because
if you
the
play,
audio doesn't.
if you play the game, and if you notice your voice actors, you'll know who it is.
I'm saying if they're watching this, they can't tell.
No, but I'm sure if they play the game, they'll know. That's why I let them know. And a final one for Harley Quinn, which is we probably talked about it. This her patient interview tapes is more of a tribute to the comic Mad Love, which is done by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm from the animated series, which is done by a comic book first before it made it to an episode in the TV series. But yeah, so this is pretty much a tribute to that comic and stuff like that they pretty much establish as canon and stuff like that, and in this games and stuff like that. Even though Origins kind of told it a bit differently. Oops. So.
Things are happening.
Well, yeah, it's just I'm just collecting things. There's really nothing to talk about. It's just we're just making short conversations and stuff like that. It's just here's your objective, collect all these and stuff like that. It's been a long time since I trophy. There might be a trophy for collecting certain things and whatnot. The only thing really fun part about these challenges is the Riddler himself when he talks about it. The more and more you get done, the more and more panicky he gets. Pretty much when you solve them. I think my favorite line of him it says, "Are you looking the answers up on the internet?" It's probably my favorite line in this game that he says.
It looks like right before fall that like is the player doing that.
Yeah,
But still kind of keeping in character of the game.
Yeah, you know what? I think it kind of just tells you it's a little bit up to date. I guess I can see why it can be fourth wall breaking when you say it like that. But at the same time, it kind of with the technology Batman has in TVs and computers that they have in a prison, you can probably jump to the conclusion that it might be a little up to date kind of commentary rather than a fourth wall breaking commentary. But it can be seen as it, yeah. Because it's probably the way it's saying, it's the way Riddler's saying, it's not really saying it to Batman, it's more like he's saying it to you. Just how Wally Ringert, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. The way he says it sounds like it's more he's talking to you rather than Batman. About how he says that. So we get another patient interview here with Scarecrow here. See his fascination of fear kind of comes into play with all the other doctors and whatnot that he kind of tests that on. Once was a doctor in Arkham as well, but his obsession with fear kind of pretty much put him as a bad guy and stuff like that. So here's another one.
So, since we got nothing to talk about, do we want to break the fourth wall? Is that right, fourth wall? Is that the saying, breaking the fourth wall?
What's that?
I think is that correct? When someone breaks out character and talks to the audience, is that called breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's maybe in the self-awareness of what it's doing. Like if it's a comic book, like Deadpool. Mm-hmm. Deadpool is probably one of the characters that breaks the fourth wall. Like he knows he's a comic book character and he takes advantages of that. Same thing in the movies or video games, whatever he's in, he's always aware that he's in there. And he is a video game. He's aware he's a movie character. He's realized he's a fictional character. And kind of just keep on winking and nodding and stuff like that. Which it can be funny, it can be entertaining. But it can be distracting if it keeps going on over and over and over again. If that's your main source of humor, it's just fourth wall breaking over. I think it kind of gets boring, tiring after a while because you kind of stop investing into the character and stuff like that. Yeah, we get it. You know, fourth wall breaking is all right every once in a while to me, but I don't want to see it. You know, that's what its main humor is. You know, it's. But I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind it with Deadpool because at least, especially the movie with Ryan Reynolds and whatnot, it's still under. Even though he breaks the wall a lot of times, it still realizes it has a plot and he has a character motivations and stuff like that to keep going. Even though he probably is aware, even the character probably is probably more aware that he probably already knows how it ends and how where he's gonna go, but he still kind of goes through it, something like that. Uh, I know there's a better way to explain that, but that's as best I can. I know if I have a long time to think about it, I can explain it a lot better. But I just don't. I don't mind fourth wall breaking if as long as it's not really the complete focus. It's like if they keep doing it every time they open their mouth, that's all they do. Then no, I don't think that will work. I don't mind if they do it every once in a while. But that's just my take on fourth wall breaking. So, let's see here. This is the final patient interview tape with Scarecrow, which Batman puts a stop to Scarecrow's fear toxin in the asylum. Try to break all the teachers' fears and stuff like that. And let's see here. And this here is going to be a character profile with Hugo Strange, which was the next kind of big villain in the next game. Just to let you know, the main villain in this entire Arkham series is the Joker. But he is one of the most main push characters in Arkham City, so looking forward to that. So, when we get done with that, I'm back here in the Botanical Gardens. And I'll pick up this tape here. I knew I forgot which you can get, which is featuring Poison Ivy and stuff like that. And I just kind of, way I've been going through the trophies is whatever I'm at, I'm just going to grab it right then and there and just be done with it. And edit it all past all my travels there, because I don't think you didn't watch me walk towards the exact area. I'm sure if you go back, if you know where you're going, if you know where everything is, if you grab the map, when Riddler leaves for you, which I still don't get, but I guess it helps the player to find everything that they want for experience and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. So, what about that marked cart?
Marked cart. Yeah, marked cart. You know what I'm talking about, right? Marked cart 64.
Yeah.
With a marked and marked and marked
Bart
and parked and
Tart Yard.
park. No, it's park for Peach Park. And tart for Toad and bark for yeah for Bowser.
Yard for
Yeah.
Yoshi and Dark for DK.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my. I mistyped it. I combined Mario Kart into one word and still spell cart at the end.
Marked cart.
Yeah,
But I managed to notice the typo.
Yeah, I wasn't paying too much
But we're
attention.
gonna keep it that way.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, screw it. We make a mistake, we'll keep in the mistake. You know, there ain't no point of course, it doesn't look too professional if you look at it. I understand that, but at the same time, yeah, to me, it's like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with making mistakes, and yeah, I could change it and just go. You know, from now on, I just
Stick with marked.
be sticking with more. If we do another Mario Kart, yeah, maybe we'll just call it. To me, it's like I'm a you kind of want to embrace your mistakes and whatnot. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You know, if I'm just gonna be made fun of and stuff like that, go ahead. I got a lot more worse things going on than misspelling Mario Kart by combining Mario and Kart, the words Mario and Kart together. So, if it turns into a running gag, it turns into a running gag.
But things like that's how running gags become.
Yeah, you don't really plan things out.
You don't like plan for something to be like that.
Yeah, I didn't plan it to call it. I really wasn't paying attention. I just put two words together, still spelled it cart in 64. And I didn't even realize it until a week later.
And I told you.
Yeah. You asked me to go look at the part again, and I thought there was a mistake in the video or something like that. There was no audio or anything like that. Which you can't. To me, you couldn't hear us anyway because the volume is kind of messed up. But we kind of knew that uploaded. But unfortunately, yeah, that whole playthrough of Mario Kart, I think that's not our best ones. We're just getting started. I think this is probably our low. That was our low point. Because I know there's parts I know we could do better. If we practice more and understand the mechanics better. But Cole and I never grew. It's like we said on that LP. We never grew up with that. We never grew up with Mario. I grew up more with F-Zero X. That's more comfortable in racing games and stuff like that.
Which we don't have.
Well, we used to have. We don't have anymore. I was gonna do everything on the Wii Virtual Console. Unfortunately,
I thought it was stupid. Because I prefer physical copies over digital.
To be quite honest with you, at the point in time when we sold the original copies, we needed the money at the time. And I didn't mind doing a digital only at the time. It's just we just never got it.
We never got it back. I never got the Star Fox 64.
When we got 3D.
I don't care. That wasn't the original. I had to wait until that came out.
We'll get it again when we get money again.
Same with Mario 64. It's something else. Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but like I said...
What?
Yeah, I got stuck there.
This game isn't really doing as glitchy.
Yeah.
We have two who got
Yeah, it's just, it's not perfect by any means. The characters do look like they're made out of clay or wax or whatnot. To be quite honest with you. Which the series went on, they did a better job at using character models and whatnot. Can't really say I speak too highly of this one. So, people like to call us today, it seems like. But, yeah. So, I'm only showing off how to get down here because when I first played this, it took me a while. Because I know how to get here, but to be quite honest with you, I could not literally find a way to get down here until I had to go, oh, there's a gate I can go through here. Because I thought I had to go through the door again, or the elevator, I'm sorry. But unfortunately, you can't do it again for whatever reason or something like that. So you have to do it through the crate there. To come back and come get these trophies and stuff like that. So, that's why I kind of showed it off and whatnot. Now, here's the thing. There's the box to deactivate the thing is right there on the left. But here's the thing. I couldn't find it because I, for whatever reason, couldn't see it. See, it's right there. So I ran right into the electrical barrier. It's like, maybe it's on the other side. Nope. Ran right into the barrier for no apparent reason. Next patient interview with the Riddler, Edward Nygma. Or Nashin, depending on which continuity you want to go with. Yeah, it's just more of Riddler annoying Penelope Young, Miss Dr. Young. Pretty much. Solving, questioning riddles and stuff like that. Here, he figured out who Batman is. He figures he has an idea who Batman is. Here, he gives off the answer is Batman is a pretty much is a cop that's being paid by the police to go outside the law. At least that's what I think. I don't think that's what. No, you know what? With the character, I think that's what he truly thinks he is, or something like that. He's probably think he's an undercover cop that just goes places by the rules, and it kind of just underhand and pays him underneath it and whatnot. and that Batman's actually or an ex-criminal or something like that the police hired to take down some other criminals and stuff like that. Okay, we're back here where you fought Bane, and you can only get this trophy because you need to fight Bane again. So
Who would do that? Who would get a criminal to take down another criminal? That's just stupid.
you'd be surprised. There's some I know there's some police forces that will do that and whatnot. And let's say if an they want to catch con people and stuff like that. They sometimes hire ex-con members, for if they're currently in jail, reduced sentence, and they'll promise them like a reduced sentence or something like that. All right, and there you'd probably be surprised. Probably the more helpful people, and probably in the police departments around the world, were once one-time criminals and stuff like that. It's not as uncommon as you probably think. And it's probably, it might be a smart idea depending on who you're talking to, probably. Now, if it's like a secret underhanded another double agent, a quadruple double agent or something like that, where he cons the police and the other con artists and stuff, then goes in business. Yeah, I'm sure that's the best way it can backfire. And that's the end of Riddler's little patient interviews, pretty much. His little deal and whatnot. So, but yeah, for ex criminals working with the police, it's not very uncommon. Like, it's probably more common than more people probably realize that it is something that does happen. But
Kirby's not done yet. Where are we at, Kirby?
I think we're probably at the mini game parts, at least close to it.
Spoilers.
It's probably when this thing got recorded and whatnot, but if not, I'd probably be close to it, because I think I have to come down here.
Oh, do we want to give a small hint of what we're doing next?
What we're doing next?
Yes. We know.
Well, the thing is, after this part here, when we get done, the next time we come back to Batman is part 28, which is the finale of Batman. Just give you a heads up, it is, I think, about 35 to 40 minutes long. And I think half of it is due to credits, because in the credits for Batman, they're pretty much crediting not only the English side, they're doing Spanish, French, Italian credits and stuff like that. Which I always want to show off credits and whatnot. You always want to pay tribute to, regardless how bad or good the game. I always show this. I'm a big thing of showing off people. Whoever put any work to this needs to be credited to be showing off. So I show off the entire credits, and those credits are what's going to be making that finale part here of Batman very very long for that part, because I am going off to fight the final boss and stuff like that, which I think only in hindsight takes 20 minutes to get through. I think probably the next the other 15 to 20 minutes, that is nothing but credits. And I think we'll probably just say whatever we probably just will sit there and say whatever we think about this game in general, even though we probably get an idea of what we think of it already. We just reestablish everything. And once we get done, we'll just leave the rest of the credits kind of quiet, and whatever we can't, if we run out of things to say about it, and we'll just leave it at the end. So just give you a heads up, probably when we get done talking, that's pretty much it. It probably keeps on going, but we probably won't talk through the entire credits, just for how long the credits is. So don't expect like a full 40 minutes of us talking.
By the way, there's a shadow on the thing now.
Yeah, for the second to last one, a new shadow showed up, and it's just pretty much telling you, come find me. If you know who I am, come talk to me. Which is pretty subtle, saying, hey, I'm a character you should already know at this point in time.
He's Batman. He's
Now
Robin.
but here's the thing: that final spirit of Arkham is not part of the Riddler challenge. And it's not marking your map to go talk to whoever it is. So it's really, literally up to your detective skills to figure out who this person is. As Batman throws his batarang, get rid of all the gas because it was flooded. Last time we checked with Harley Quinn. So with that,
Is Robin ever even mentioned in this game?
in this game, no.
I know he doesn't appear, but even like the word of like Robin, like where's he at?
Have you seen Robin or something like kind of like that?
Like,
No,
like,
I don't
or
think.
even when someone even says his name, mention.
I don't think he's brought up once in this game.
Well, where is he?
Well,
Is he in between Robins?
I'm not.
in between finding them.
To be quite honest with you, I'm not really too sure. Now, this is our final minute, and the last minute here is just pretty much. Riddler gets captured here because if you to your second to last Riddler stuff you get, Batman sends a transmission to the police where to find Riddler. To me, it looks like Batman knows where he was the entire time, but he waits to complete all his challenges. Then send the police after him after he gets done proving that he can outsmart him. So with that, you just see Riddler getting caught and going to jail.
So where was he? The game ever tell you?
Yeah, there's a little It tells you. It tells you it's the end of the part, but we'll keep on going for a little bit. It tells you probably his address. If you look at the second to last screen, it kind of tells you the address he's kind of as. Like it says Batman to Gotham Police. There's an address or whatnot. That's probably where he's located. So with that said, that's done, and Riddler gets captured and whatnot.
But
With that
we don't
said,
know where.
it's just some street. I'm sure it might be some cameo or like a little Easter egg. Maybe it means something. I don't know.
Even in Gotham.
Yeah, it might be some little Easter egg or something like that. Maybe this street has some importance to the Batman, like from a comic series or a TV show. I don't know. But with that said, see you all in the finale of Batman Arkham Asylum.